Trotz would definitely be second.
Do you
to be picked up?
Yeah.
Do you see a team like Edmonton clearing house?
I can see Edmonton ended up with Trotz.
Yeah.
You never know. I don't know. I don't know.
Something that was floated my way was a little off topic, but being we're talking about Edmonton, Paul Stastny signing with Edmonton in the off season.
That's another center, you mean?
Yeah, and having Ryan Nugent-Hopkins move to the wing.
Yeah, that's why.
McDavid and whoever the third guy is, whatever, it doesn't matter.
It'd be McDavid.
You can put a broom.
Draisaitl. No, it'd be McDavid, Draisaitl, and third guy would be Stastny.
Oh, I'm talking on the top line.
Oh, yeah.
You could put a broom there probably, and you'd probably still get points.
Well, no, it'd be Ty Ratty. No,
but
Berg.
Because then Ryan Nugent-Hopkins can play a wing, and then you got McDavid and whoever else fits in that spot.
Pontus Iceberg.
Yeah, he's got a cool first name, Pontus. I mean,
I think so. It's just a matter of getting him for a decent price.
That's just it. He's a $6 million man. Last few times.
his value's got to go down.
Yeah, but
otherwise he ain't going to have a job too much longer in this league. He's not the same guy.
he wasn't the same guy when he got that contract.
I know, but I'm saying, like, I
That
still
was-
think he's got game.
That was his money he would made when he was in Colorado. When he wasn't as productive.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I still think he has game, but not at $6 million.
No. I think he needs to adjust his role, I think.
I don't know. Pete Chiarelli, he's pulled out some miracles.
Yeah. But one thing I want to end the show on, we talked about a little bit last week, I believe, is the Hart Trophy. And Connor McDavid's chances of getting the Hart Trophy this year.
0. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I think he's actually got, to be honest, he's got a better shot than, what was it, 2 weeks ago when we were legit talking about it. Like, to be honest, McKinnon was running away with it in my eyes at that time.
Yeah.
Now, McKinnon might be trying to grab it, but McDavid's literally grabbing it, reaching for it too.
Yeah.
Like, it could actually come down to this last week, is where it is, like...
Yeah.
And it's not because, McDavid has 100 points, and McKinnon, say, finished with 100. Like, McDavid's got 103, and say that's what he finished with. McKinnon's got 100 points. I mean, it could literally come down to if Colorado makes playoffs or not.
That's true.
Colorado gets in, they look at, okay, well, he led his team to playoffs, where McDavid didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, but then it's like, if Colorado doesn't make it,
And then
is that shoe in Taylor Hall?
No.
Because Taylor Hall, the Devils have clinched, right?
The only knock on Taylor Hall would be, well, he's got 20 points less than those guys. Or whatever, 15.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
but-
exactly, but...
But look at a guy like Blake Wheeler, kind of throwing a different guy in there. He's got 90 points, or more or less, right? He plays penalty killing time. He plays power play time. In my opinion, he's probably the most valuable guy to his team. He's a utility guy who can play everywhere and plays anywhere, right?
Yeah, but... Okay, yeah, but...
Because out of all the guys in the top, 5-10 in scoring, he's the only guy that actually plays penalty kill time.
True. But take Wheeler off the Jets. They're probably still in the playoffs.
Yes.
And they're probably still pretty good.
I know.
Take McDavid off the Oilers. They're literally picking first overall, probably.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty close, right? You guys could agree that.
But
McDavid does carry that team for the most part. Take McKinnon off.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing. Colorado's down there too.
Yeah.
And I truly think that. So that's why it's valuable player to his team. That's why Kucherov probably shouldn't get it.
No,
You take Kucherov off, Tampa Bay has a lot of scorers.
Yeah.
They're still going to be good.
Exactly.
Right?
But
I don't know. Sometimes
The debate really is whether or not that player makes the playoffs.
it could be. I'm not sure what they're thinking.
one thing that
It could just be McDavid because he's got the most points. I don't know. What
and
they're
that's I've looked at the thing the last few years here, and the last guy hold for Jamie Benn because Carey Price won the Hart Trophy that year.
thinking. Yeah.
Every person who's gotten the highest, or won the Art Ross Trophy, has won the Hart Trophy and the Lester B. Pearson Trophy, or the Ted Lindsay Award, or whatever you want to call it.
Well, they figure McDavid won the Ted Lindsay Award. That's voted on by the players.
Yeah, but the last players have won both.
But they...
So usually the league agrees with the players by the looks of it, right? Because the year when Jamie Benn won the Art Ross,
Well,
he had 86 points,
that was
something like that.
low scoring year. But
So,
I mean, we could be saying, "Oh, it'll be the guy that makes playoffs," and honestly, it might just be McDavid because he's got the highest points. You really don't know what they truly go by.
well, I think the James Norris Trophy is similar. Is it the most points?
See, and
Shouldn't be.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like when Erik Karlsson was winning, Norris trophies, and is he the best defensive defenseman? Probably not.
But what's the actual definition
he's-
for the James Norris Trophy?
That
Is
is,
he the
that
most-
is a good question.
He is
Kyle.
the best. He is the best offensive.
Oh, look at that! I got it right here. It is awarded to the defense player who demonstrates throughout the season the greatest all-around ability in the position. So yes, it would consider
It sounds like
defensive ability.
the guy that's going to win it, Victor Hedman, probably. Drew Doughty's there too, though.
Which would make sense, though, because Victor Hedman's a pretty good, solid
And Drew
defenseman.
Doughty is too.
Yeah.
But and no, don't get me wrong, like Carlson's pretty good in his own end too. He's obviously because he's a defenseman. He's got to be someone good in his own
Oh,
end.
yeah, exactly.
But he's definitely way more offensive. Like he's really skilled defenseman than he is compared to guys like Hedman. In my mind,
Yeah.
I could be totally wrong, but I mean, I've heard debates where they might have the James Norris Trophy, and then maybe say the James Norris Trophy is the defenseman that's
All around.
like what it means, and then you have the Bobby Orr, where it's legit points,
Yeah.
the highest point defenseman.
Which makes sense.
Or I've heard the Rod Langway, which Rod Langway's best defensive defenseman.
And they keep James Norris from... They probably
And
change
then-
it, though, too.
I mean, I think they should bring in a point one, and then they could use this one as more of a defensive, but he still puts up decent numbers. And then a guy like Erik Karlsson or Brett Burns would win the Bobby Orr, and a guy more like Hedman or Doughty would more likely win Norris.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say. I mean, I think they should have an assist.
Yeah, you
trophy.
brought up a point I was just going to make, yeah. I believe that should have been an award for a long time.
That is
Wayne Gretzky Award, or
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
I'd call it the Wayne Gretzky.
Most
Award.
assists in the NHL, right?
I mean, McDavid would probably win that the next how many years, though, right?
does-
Probably, because,
But-
he's always going to have more assists than goals, probably.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
I
I
mean-
mean, he has 40-some odd goals this year.
But
It's been a while since they've added an award.
so
I
they
guess
Yeah.
Ted Lindsay Award was the last one.
Which just replaced the Lester B. Pearson Award.
Yeah.
just change the name, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's...
But
yeah, that's
I would like to see an assist award in the next
so,
couple years, for
before
sure.
we go, Blues or Abs? Who's in? That's the only race left.
I think it's going to be the final game.
Final game? Who takes it?
If we're going
Think brain.
final game,
Think brain, not heart.
Yeah.
if we're going game, well, I'm going to say the Blues.
You say Blues?
Just based on the previous game they had, I think the Blues beat them.
I'm going to go Blues, too. As much as I want Colorado to be in, I think that these key games, they lost to the Kings 3-1. They lost to the Ducks in overtime, where Cachet scored a nice overtime winner. I mean, they're, for lack of a better term, blowing key games where they need to be winning games against teams like the Ducks and the
that
Kings.
are literally just out of them.
Yeah,
And
and
they
they're
could be gaining a few spots instead of the bottom one.
they're losing the games that they need to win, like literally need to win and take both points home, and they're losing all these
Well,
games.
think about it. Colorado wins, beats Anaheim outright, Kings outright. They sit in a better spot.
Yep, exactly. And
they
they're not
don't
doing
have
that.
to play Nashville. They sit and they end up playing. Who would they end up?
Vegas.
Nope, they'd play Winnipeg.
Okay.
Which I don't know if that's any better.
No.
But because, well, no, I don't know if you. No, sorry, not Winnipeg. Wrong division. They would end up playing.
Nashville?
Well, there's Vegas, San Jose. Oh, yeah, so you'd end up playing Anaheim or LA
Okay.
instead of Nashville.
But, I mean, Varlamov got hurt. So
Or no.
they're relying on Bernie right now, too.
Sorry.
Oh man,
Sorry.
killing us here.
San Jose. That's who you could end
Yeah.
up playing. I meant to say. Sorry, boys.
But yeah, in a roundabout way here.
But yes, I also would say Blues too.
I think so. But both teams have been losing games right now.
Yeah, I know. 6-0 to Arizona.
Part of me...
I think they were gassed, though.
Part of me wants it to go the last game.
I mean, it'd be intense.
Yeah,
How important do you think those guys be playing at that game?
That's pretty much playoff.
When's the last time you can recall it literally come down to the last game? Like,
both
literally
teams
the teams that are in the game?
playing each other.
yes.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest, what are the odds? I guess they're in the same division, so the odds are there, I guess. But it's still weird. The two teams that need to make the playoffs play each other.
Well, we talked about it last week, about wild card games. It's kind of what will happen.
That's what I said. It's kind of like a baseball game. In a way, one game you're out kind of
Yeah,
thing.
the wild card, yeah. We talked about that.
Oh, that's cool.
Remember we talked about the 20-team thing?
I mean, what is there? One game in between, right? Each?
Probably.
No, St. Louis has a game on hand.
Oh, okay. So they have more games.
That's
So
what they said.
Might be back-to-back, which will make a difference.
That's what they said to. That's what they said about Colorado. Their percentages of making it actually pretty low compared to St. Louis.
Because of
Naturally,
that game,
they got. I'm pretty sure they got an extra game. So you gotta think. St. Louis wins. Say they have 3 games left. Colorado only has 2. Actually, if St. Louis won one of those games, it would be.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be tough for Colorado. St. Louis has to actually lose both games outright.
Oh, St. Louis has 3 games left, back to back with Chicago.
Is the last games?
Chicago, Avalanche.
Chicago, Avalanche.
Oh, okay.
And then Avalanche is obviously St. Louis, and then whoever they play.
I'm not sure who they're playing.
But-
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's going to be a pretty crazy last few
And
games
then
here.
our next segment, we'll be talking playoff predictions.
Yeah, exactly.
Playoffs will be rearing to go.
That's where we go from here. The next little bit will be the playoffs, and ask us some more questions. I mean, big thanks to Richard Campbell for shooting this really really in-depth, tough question for us. And we would like to hear from you guys and all that kind of stuff. And you can hit us up on social media via Facebook, which is Gator Media, and Twitter, Instagram at Gator Media Pod. All those links are in the description box below. Thank you for joining us for the Gator Media Hockey Roundtable, and we'll see you guys next week.